Howdy Ho, YouTube! Jon-Luke VGC here. Today, I am playing in the Global Challenge, and we are using Hard Trick Room. I know, right? Weird for me, right? So I had been just kind of a precursor. This is an original team. Me and MentalSyndrome on Twitter. Sorry, Mental. I've know someone has told me your real name before. I believe it starts with a J, but I don't remember it. But we made this team together. It was actually really fun. So thank you, MentalSyndrome, for taking the time to make this team with me. I had a blast. It's really cool. It's going to be a bit of a longer introduction because this is basically going to be a team report. No matter how I do, I've played some of my GC games so far, but not all of them. But I just wanted to go ahead and make the intro. So yeah, we're playing Hard Trick Room. The team is really cool, and I'm a pretty big fan. I'll put a quick clip of the team so you can see all 6 before I get into the team breakdown. But the focus of the team is Mega-Ampharos. I did a lot of stuff before this, trying to figure out some fun GC teams. I was using Venu Toxic Stall. I tried Mega Kang and a bunch of stuff like that. And it was doing okay, but I wasn't having a ton of fun with it. And then I literally messaged Mental on Twitter, and I'm like, what are you doing, man? We have the same sense of what we want to play. How can we figure this out? And so we ended up, we started with an entirely different idea. That didn't work. He said, let's try this. And we built it. He built a prototype of it. I readjusted a bunch of the EVs, and then we went through a few different Pokemon, and now we landed at these 6. The first 5 are pretty solidified. The 6th one, we went through a lot of cycles, which we'll talk about here in a little bit. But we're going to start with the star of the show, Mega-Ampharos. I know Moxie Boosted has kind of been on Mega-Amphi for a little bit, but we just thought it would be funny because you can pair it with Araquanid, and in Trick Room, Araquanid is slower and learns the move Soak. And Soak turns anything it hits into a water type, and then Ampharos hits it for super effective damage, so it's really good. So Ampharos is running Thunderbolt, Dragon Pulse, Discharge, and Protect with Static as its base ability, and when it Megas, it gets a Mold Breaker. That's going to come in important later. And it's just max special attack, max HP, minimum speed, 2 in defense. It's plenty bulky as is. It lives the things you need it to live. It does everything. Our goal was to have it hit as hard as possible in Trick Room, and so we just went max. We weren't really gonna super duper delve into that. I think it's a plenty fine thing. It is slower than things like King Gambit, Incineroar for Regiroth, and all of those Pokemon, so it's quite slow in Trick Room. Not as slow. It's not slower than Torkoal or Belly Bolt or some of those mons, but kind of the important balance mons that it needs to be slower than. It is slower than. So it's just max, as slow as possible, hits as hard as possible, and then we have 3 really good moves, 2 stabs, a spread move, and then Protect that you can do it with. The next Pokemon on the team, obviously, is Araquanid. Again, nothing really fancy about this EV spread. It's just max, Brave, so max HP, max attack, Brave. Also, I should answer that it's holding the Ampharosite. This is the shiny Ampharos you get from the mission in Legends ZA, so everybody say hello to Amphi. This is the Araquanid that I used to win the Bugs Only tour during Bug Month, so that's really cool. Holding the Mystic Water to boost the power of its water type move, Liquidation. So yeah, this one is hosting Liquidation, Leech Life for a little bit of recovery, Soak, and Wide Guard with Water Bubble. It is as slow as possible. Again, it's slower than Ampharos, which is pivotal to the strategy. And then with Water Bubble plus Mystic Water, the liquidations hurt. You can Oko Charizard Y in Sun. Yep, you can. If it's not super bulky, you can Oko Charizard Y in Sun with liquidation from this Araquanid. It is kind of gross. Its special defense is really good, so we put a little bit extra into defense, and overall, it lives what you need it to. It does okay, but especially on the special side, it does super well, which is really cool. You could, in theory, if you wanted to make some adjustments to this team, we don't click Leech Life a ton. It has become useful in some certain circumstances to keep Araquanid around, but you could replace that with Protect and then just run single attacking move Liquidation. That's kind of a personal preference. We had it as Leech Life, and I hadn't tested Protect as much, so I kept it as Protect, but you can make that change if you would like to. I think that's a totally valid option if that kind of suits your fancy a little bit more. Next is for Regiroth. Mine is Santa at NASA because it's also a palindrome. This for Regiroth is very fun. I EV'd it for some very specific purposes. So the first thing you're going to notice is that it is minimum speed, but it has 2 speed EVs, and speed EVs, and that's because we have Incineroar on the team, and Incineroar and Regiroth are the same base speed. So at minimum speed, they're the exact same stat, and we didn't want that. We didn't want to have to deal with speed ties while we're in Trick Room. So we ultimately ended up with just giving Farigiraf 2 additional speed EVs to make it 1 speed point faster than Incineroar, because we wanted Incineroar to be as slow as possible for the pivoting with Parting Shot. And so we didn't want to give it to Incin. And if you're not aware, we had to give it 2 because when you have a negative nature, the first point is one of those, like how you have a positive nature, and so you get 2 points at certain points, like when you boost a stat. It's the opposite when you have a minus nature. You need 2 points to get 1 stat at some points during the EVing, and so the first point here is you need 2 to get a single stat point in speed. And then it's 20 HP, 24 defense, 20 special defense. This EV spread is so that it's holding the Colbur Berry, and so Farigiraf always lives the +1 Black Glasses boosted Kowtow Cleave from King Gambit as long as it can eat its berry. And that was a very specific calc that I wanted, because a lot of the time on this team, you're going to lead Incin Farige. And so if you don't want to be forced to fake out the King Gambit, because you can get a really amazing board state if you're like, okay, obviously I think the King Gambit is a threat. I'm going to fake out the partner. They protect the King Gambit, and then you get Trick Room up. And that's really important in just a second, and I'll talk about that why. It is, the moveset is Twin Beam, Dazzling Gleam, Trick Room, and Helping Hand. The reason is that we don't know where this Focus Sash is, and Farigiraf isn't really here to deal super damage, so we opted for Twin Beam in case it's Sash Sneasler. Just to get around that, just to be safe, we gave it Twin Beam. It's a little less powerful than Psychic, and you don't have the opportunity for a special defense drop, but I think the trade-off is pretty worth it. We're going with that. We did Dazzling Gleam instead of Hyper Voice because a lot of the times people are going to want to use T-Tar and Garchomp to kind of stall out your Trick Room. And so having super effective damage in there is really important because in the sand, Liquidation plus Dazzling Gleam will KO No Bulk Garchomp. And so that's why we opted for D-Gleam specifically over Hyper Voice. It just kind of has a little bit more utility. Sash Basculegion is a thing, and so being able to break the Sash with Dazzling Gleam when you otherwise can't with Hyper Voice is something important. Being able to still hit Sinistra if they redirect is important. There's a bunch of options like that, so we opted for Dazzling Gleam. Trick Room, obviously, it is the only Trick Room setter on the team. That is right, we are running hard Trick Room with a single setter. I have not felt the need to add a second one during the entire testing process, so I am pretty okay with that, but just be aware that you don't have anything else. And then Helping Hand to help out with some of your Trick Room sweepers. Next up is Incin, and you're going to notice that this is a very offensive Incineroar. It is 31 HP. Oh, I should also say, sorry, the Farigiraf as well will always survive a Light of Ruin from Timid Floette. That is the special defense investment, plus the HP also allows for that. Can't do both. You don't get to live both the Kowtow Cleave and the Light of Ruin, but you get to live one of those 2 attacks if they really just try to snipe down Farigiraf with one of those 2 really powerful hits. That's why it's EV'd like that. Incin here is 31 HP, 30 attack, Brave, 1 defense, 4 special defense. And the reason for that is that with the HP and the special defense, you have a very good chance of living the Light of Ruin from Timid Floette. It's not guaranteed, but it's a roll heavily in your favor. You're never going to live the CC anyway, so it didn't really matter to add a lot to defense. But with the attack, Helping Hand or Sun Boosted Flare Blitz into standard defensive Floette is like a 96% chance to OHKO. You will always OHKO King Gambit with your Flare Blitz, which is really important, unless they're like impish, and a bunch of other stuff like that. So it's like a very, very... And the thing is, it's like with Incineroar, right? Like once it serves its purpose, you kind of want to get it off the field as quickly as possible in order to get in another Trick Room sweeper. So instead of being forced a Parting Shot to waste a turn of your Trick Room, you can rip like Helping Hand Flare Blitz into something, deal like a ton of recoil to yourself, let whatever attack they do take out Incin and get the free swap. Get the free swap into your sweeper. So that's why we went this. We're going with the standard moveset of Fake Out, Throat Chop, Flare Blitz, and Parting Shot. We had considered Blaze over Intimidate, but because we're able to EV Farigiraf with the Colbur Berry to live that King Gambit, we went with Intimidate just to keep it the same there. It was totally fine. It's Fake Out and Throat Chop. We want Throat Chop because when you're in Trick Room, there's a lot of Hyper Voice users that people want to use to kind of attack against you, so we opted for Throat Chop to kind of stop that. Flare Blitz obviously is a very powerful attack, and the Incineroar is holding the White Herb item. So that way, in the Incineroar mirror, you can actually remove the Intimidate and then still hit with an incredibly powerful Flare Blitz the following turn, which we found to be very, very important. We had considered like Pasho Berry or Chapel or even Charcoal at one point, But ultimately, we decided that getting rid of that one Intimidate was like really important because an opposing Ensign was going to be pretty massive into our Trick Room strategy. So that's why we went with the White Herb, ultimately. Next is our second Mega, the Wall. We still noticed that Floette was kind of tough for Mega-Ampharos, obviously because it's a Dragon type. So we decided that we needed something that could really answer Floette. And so we went with Mega-Aggron. So this is min speed Mega-Aggron, obviously, with max HP, max special defense, sassy, and 2 defense. And so it's heavy metal instead of sturdy in its base form, because if you don't mega it, it will actually OHKO Floette with the heavy slam because of the increase in weight. And it's a pretty standard moveset of heavy slam, body press, iron defense, and protect. We had some defense investment before, but ultimately at +2, like you're KOing the things you need to KO anyways. So we just wanted to make it as bulky as possible on the special side. So that's why we went with sassy nature, max HP, max special defense. Nothing too much to talk about there. It's really fun. It's a really incredible team check. Basically, if they have like too many physical attackers and they can't break you before you set up an iron defense or 2, they basically like lose the game unless they get like multiple crits. And so that's really the fun thing with Aggron. And finally, the last Pokemon on the team is Torkoal. It's pretty standard, max special attack, max HP, minimum speed with the charcoal item. So the Torkoal slot was a lot of different things for a while. At one point, it was Runerigus with Ally Switch, but I was never really bringing that. Mental was bringing it more, but I never was. We tried Citrus Berry Sneasler, but the Citrus Berry was for dual wing beat, and then obviously regular arrow with a nerve. You can't eat the Citrus Berry, so it wasn't really pertinent. We tried Rhyperior at one point because you could still Thunderbolt opponents since Mega-Ampharos has Mold Breaker, so it would ignore Lightning Rod. And we even at one point like had it be a solid rock because we just assumed people would think that it was Lightning Rod and not bring their electric types. But we even actually also had Stunfisk at one point. And that was because the Cybertron Screens Rain team was impossible, dude. It was like, so I was like trying to figure it out. One night I was faced it like 15 times on ladder and I just kept losing. I like couldn't get it. And so we ultimately were like, this 6 slot has to be specifically for that. And we were looking for zebras. It was just Torkoal. It was the horse. It was Torkoal. You just basically get rid of Sableye, garner weather control, and Helping Hand Eruption has a good chance to OHKO Arch through Light Screen. If they don't set up Light Screen, you always KO with Helping Hand Sun Boosted, Charcoal Boosted Eruption. So really important there. So that's why we have Torkoal on the team. It's a super standard Trick Room Mon. It's really, really good. It's Drought. It's like nothing really to talk about there. So how do you utilize the team? When I was making my notes, like 90% of the time, you lead Ensign for Ridge, and then you go from there. I'm not even kidding. Sometimes you might lead Araquanid for Ridge if you think that their best plan is to go for like double Rock Slide and try to flinch you. You could just wide guard Trick Room, and then obviously then they're probably going to have like Excadrill or T-Tar on the field, so you can just go for Liquidation. A lot of the times, because they have Sash on Exca and they don't know that you're Colbur Berry as well, they're going to not protect it because they think that you're going to fake out T-Tar. So you can just fake out Exca, break the Sash, hard swap for Ridge out, and just Flare Blitz Exca, pick it up, and then kind of take the game from there. A bunch of stuff like that. One important thing to note is that because this Incineroar is so offensive, it does not take the hits as well as you would normally expect an Instant, particularly one that I use, to take them. So it is going to go down kind of quickly, but that's a little bit of the point. You know what I mean? It's like that's kind of the point, is that we want to get it out so we can get our real Trick Room Sweepers in, or it's acting as the Trick Room Sweeper with those Flare Blitzes. And then if like Sun's really good, you can like turn 2, just hard swap for Ridge into Torkoal, and just start clicking Flare Blitz into stuff and Eruption and just kind of take the game and deal with them there. So overall, it's a really, really fun team. Thank you to MentalSyndrome for making it with me. I hope y'all enjoyed. I would really love for you to try it out. I think Mega-Ampharos is really fun. It's a really interesting new take on Trick Room. I even messaged Bruno at one point while I was making them, and I was like, I think that Trick Room is poised really well right now. I want to try. I want to branch out of my comfort zone and really work to do something that I am uncomfortable with. And he said, I think you're right, but somebody's got to figure it out. And I think that MentalSyndrome and I, at the very least, are on the way to figuring it out. So thank you all so much for watching. That is enough of me yapping. That's 15 minutes that you don't want to hear anymore. So you just want to watch me click Parting Shot, Trick Room, Eruption, Helping Hand Eruption, right? So that's what we're going to do today. Thank you all so much for watching. Please make sure to subscribe because it really helps me out a ton. Thank you again to MentalSyndrome for making this team with me. And let's go ahead and hop into the battles. All right, let's begin. Toby. Toby. Oh, I should have my notes up, shouldn't I? Okay, I know this one. This is the Rogov team, I think. So, yeah, it's Instant Forage, Araquanid, Ampharos is generally what I go for here. I can also do Torkoal, which isn't bad. Like, you generally want to bring a Mega to this, and Amphy's really good. But you can't lead, like, Ampharos. Like, you need to be able to fake out one of the Mons. Maybe it's Torkoal Ampharos, I think. Let's see what they do. Yeah, Gambit Basque. That's fine. Yeah, because Bass can't get rid of... Yeah. Because if they Wave Crash Ensign, we're actually in really good shape. So I can just fake out Gambit and Trick Room. Because then I should KO with Helping Hand Eruption. So I'm willing to sack Instant here if I need it. And then have Ampharos in the back. Flip turn is fine. Yeah, that's really cool. Who do they go into? I am min speed Instant. Chomp, yeah. Move, and I go. So they should fake it. They're gonna, like, what? They're gonna protect and EQ here. So I'm just gonna Throat Chop D-Gleam. Then I bring in Torkoal, and I click Helping Hand Eruption. No? Okay. I could have just taken Gambit. They're slower than me anyway, so it's fine. That means they're not going to EQ. So this is still fine, actually. If Instant goes down, we're in pretty good shape. That is an offensive chomp. A defensive chomp. The D-Gleam should do a nice chunk. They don't go for EQ, do they? Yeah. Okay, this is fine. Now I just go Torkoal. Because they're gonna be, Yep. I just Helping Hand Eruption. I'm curious if there's Scarf. But if I can get the Basque out, then I can KO it for sure. Yeah, Gambit protects. Does Chomp protect? No. Okay. So they're kind of in bad straits here. I have 2 turns of Trick Room left. So if they go into Charizard, that's fine. Because now I can simply Eruption. And I can Twin Beam into Gambit. If they swap. Yeah. And the thing here is that Bask is really not going to appreciate this double up anyways. Yeah. Yeah. So that does enough damage there. They're gonna go for Heat Wave. Who do they miss? That's actually... Okay, that's actually not terrible. That's not great. I have Weather Ball, which is good. They have Flip Turn, so they've got to be able to. I actually would have preferred to go down there, but now I can't swap in Ampharos, right? So I'm going to Weather Ball here. How many more turns of Sun are there? 3. Because they reset it. Twin Beam here. Okay, so Charizard takes a bunch of damage. Yeah. I live with the Tuttle. So we can go here. Now they're going to go into Gambit, right? I should be able to live the double up with Ampharos, I think. 2 turns of Sun doesn't feel great. But I can protect. Mega. And Discharge. I'm assuming that Gambit is Chople. So I'll resist the Heat Wave. And then... let's assume that it's Chople Berry. Oh, yeah. I live the double up. Kowtow's not even doing 50%. Yeah, I live the double up. Oh, that's huge. Okay. That's really massive. Yeah, and I live this. Pretty handily. And that does a lot to Gambit, yeah. If I can get the Para, that'd be really cool. Yeah, okay. So now I just Weather Ball. And I Thunderbolt. That should be GG's. Yeah, that's fine. Because if Kowtow did that little, then... cool. GG's. Yeah, not getting... I guess, like... for Ridge not going down wasn't terrible, but it would have gotten me the free swap into Amphi, which I could have used for some stuff, so... yeah, Yeah, that was a little good, but I was managing the Trick Room turns well enough, I think, and trying to cover for everything. So really good game to my opponent. They played super well. Let's do another one. Okay, so this is Chimeco stuff. Looks like, yeah. Very interesting. If I want to set up Trick Room, question is, how do I do that? I can lead Ensign for Rig, but then I have to worry about, like, Sunny Day Whims plus Typhlosion. Do I live that? Oh, yeah, I do. Very much so. Unless they're, well, I guess I can always just fake out the Whimsicott, right? So it actually doesn't matter. Aggron's really good. And Araquanid is good. I don't really care about the weather, I think. I don't need to play the game with Torkoal. I forgot that Whim doesn't have Covert Cloak anymore. Guitar Typhlosion, perfect. Yeah, so I just fake out Tyranitar and Trick Room. I don't think I live the double up. I would love to like Throat Chop Typhlosion and so what if they're not in the sun? Eruption does 46 to 54. Knock up, yeah. Even with the Colbur, I don't live the double up, so I have to play it safe and fake out. And Trick Room. Okay, yeah, that was good. I played it right. That's Charcoal. It shouldn't be doing that much. Do they have Prio on their team? Okay, so they're lefties T-Tar. I should always KO this Typhlosion, right? Oh, yeah. Do they have other forms of Cryo? Kinda, yeah. So I think I'm fine to Throat Chop here. And just swap into the wall. Yeah, Rock Slide's fine. I should live that. Not super comfortably. Remember, this is like very offensive Incineroar, so... but I definitely want to get Incin out of here. Garchomp, yeah. I'm actually pretty interested to like Parting Shot Chomp. An Iron Defense. I think the T-Tar is going to protect here, and then I can go into Araquanid. Yep. Yeah. Oh, and I kind of called that one. Because they're going to go for Earthquake. And then I can pretty safely just body press other White Herb. That's fine. I'm +2 anyways. Yeah, that still does a good chunk, but nothing too bad. Okay, they crit my Araquanid, which is fine. Because I still have Instant and Forage. So who can they have in the back? Nothing that wants to take a body press. So I think I'm safe to double this slot. Got Chimecho. Okay. Is this KO? Almost. That's fine. If I go down, not even. So I know that it's not Scarf Chomp. How many more turns? Last turn of Trick Room? That's fine. Do they double protect? Because I'm kind of interested to Liquidation T-Tar and Iron Defense again. Yeah, there's that. Yeah, they double protect. Cool. And now I can wide guard body press into the T-Tar. Yeah. Let's pick that out. And then handle Chomp afterwards. Chomp, go for Rock Slide, yeah. Yep. Double Rock Slide. Called them. You're not living this. So we've seen what? Rock Slide, EQ, maybe Dragon Claw on the Chomp. I don't think it's winnable for them here. I'm just gonna do it again. Yeah, and they forfeit. Yeah. I mean, they have Rock Slide and EQ, so their last move is either Stomping Tantrum or Dragon Claw, and if it's Dragon Claw, they can't do anything. You know what I mean? They're just like cooked. They're done. GG, shake my hand. If it's Stomping, I don't think I even go down to a crit, and then I just have too many. I have too many mons left, basically, and so I can kind of like bring in Intim Cycle, could do a couple things like that. And maybe it's a little bit harder, but it's still winnable from that position for sure. So really good game to my opponent. Actually, I think Forage was still at full health, so I think I win that no matter what. Because I just, basically, I wide guard so they can't flinch me with Rock Slide, set up Trick Room again, and then win the game. So I was like totally fine. So GG's to my opponent. Let's do another one. All right, we're back. Okay, we have Sneasler, Gambit, Primarina. All right, so Araquanid is really good here. Ridgeraff is really good. I guess the qualm here is Prim, right? If I bring these four, I don't really have anything for it. That's not true. I have Thunderbolt. What am I talking about? We could give the Gambit Defiant, but that's fine. As long as I can fake out one of the two Pokemon, we're in fine shape. So we'll do this. Do they lead? Yeah, Sneasler Gambit. That's fine. Yeah, I get the Defiant off. Okay. But this is a pretty clear... And there's Sash. Well, I could have faked out the Gambit, I guess. This is still fine. Oh, Iron Head. Oh, do they flinch? Oh, that's so bad. That's bad. Okay. But that's fine. We're actually just gonna click Flare Blitz here. And swap into Araquanid. Oh, that's really bad. They got so lucky. I should live this at -1. Yes. Okay, this is fine. Oh, can I get a burn? Oh, this is bad. Oh, that flinch is so bad. Oh, I think I lose now. This is okay, this is okay, this is okay, this is okay. Because I can... do this. If I just faked out the Gambit, but they didn't know. I guess they didn't know. They got bailed. They got bailed by the flinch. This is bad. They just can't double the Ampharos. This is fine. Maybe if they go for like Rock Slide or something. Okay. Don't get a status. Cool. Cool. Oh. Marina. Oh, okay, let's do this. Oh, that flinch was so bad. They got bailed. They misplayed so hard, and they got so lucky. Okay, 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 wait. Okay, wait, we're in it. Is their last? I don't know. I don't think I got this. Arrow? Okay. I might have this. Nice. Okay, that's huge. Do I live the Moonblast? That's what I need. I need to live the Moonblast. I would anticipate. I'm pretty bulky. Yes. Oh, wow. I live that pretty comfortably. Can I get a para? Oh! I think I win. Right? They're not Sash? Because they can't KO both? They can't KO both right now? Right? So I go Thunderbolt. And I go Liquidation. Yeah, that's fine. I think I do the same thing. Does Liquidation pick up? Oh, yeah, it does. Wow. 43 to 51. And a Hyper Voice does not... Yeah. Yep. Oh, okay. All right, huge. We won. Yeah. Without even setting up Trick Room. They misplayed so demonstrably poorly game one. And then we managed to, and they got so lucky, we managed to pull it back, so. Oh, my... Aha! You did not see me that entire time. My webcam was not on. I'm so sorry. Well... Now you know. You can hear my panic, but you can't see it. Oh, all right. I do want to include that one, though, because it was such a good battle. So, sorry that you won't be able to see me. I was, like, taking the pictures of the rental code earlier. So, all right. Good game to my opponent. Let's do another one. Okay. Standard Floette Rain with Pelipper and Arch. This is where Torkoal is really good. And then we need something for our Caledon. So we either want Ampharos or Aggron here. And I'm actually kind of... They only have... Yeah, I think it's Ampharos. I know that they have a Floette, but that's kind of fine because we can use Incin plus Torkoal to deal with it. So, oh, they're placed pretty high, 1628. Yeah, Floette Arch, that's fine. Fine to fake out Floette. I think. Like, I can basically save Arch for the end, kind of, right? Like... Snarl. But that's, like, fine. I don't really care. Like, I want to snipe down Floette real quick and see if I can get weather control. With Torkoal and maybe set up a second Trick Room later in the game. I'm going to do this. Damn. Okay. This is still fine. Because now they're going to swap Floette, right? They just go for Snarl again. But, like, Forage isn't really the one dealing the damage, you know? So I guess what I'm happy to do here is do this. And Parting Shot, because they're going to swap Floette. Yeah. Who comes in? Bask. This is fine. Are they just gonna snarl again? I'm gonna go Ampharos. Nice. Yeah. A little annoying, but it's fine. So now I can swap back into Incin, Mega, and Dragon Pulse Arch and see how much I can do to it. Because now they'll be -2. The Snarl on Archaludon is actually kind of annoying. So I need to get rid of it and angle to set up a second Trick Room. Nice, cool, huge. Okay, that is a good chunk. Another Snarl. And they're not? Okay, that's pretty interesting. How many more turns of Trick Room are there? 1? Okay. Yeah. Who comes in? Yeah, Floette, that's fine. I KO. No, actually, I don't. Oh, is that a crit? No, that wasn't a crit. That was just a high roll. Is that good? I don't think so. Actually, I kind of wanted... I have to position angle now for a second Trick Room. I'm a little low on Forage now. I actually kind of wanted it to stay on the field because I wasn't really doing anything. Askew Legion. That's fine. Okay, they're -1. Right? They can't hit me with Last Respect. So I'm gonna Trick Room. And swap into Torkoal. That's fine. How much does this do? Not a ton. I live! Oh, Forage, you're so good. Forage, you're so good. Oh my god, Farigiraf, I love you so much. Okay, so they're sashed, right? So I'm just gonna click Twin Beam here and swap back into Incin. And just deal damage now. That's fine. Does Floette protect? Yes. I'm gonna double the Basque slot. Because if they go into Pelipper... Nice, nice, nice. Okay, cool. Huge. That's fine. Okay, I think I have this locked unless they get really lucky. Because how much, yeah, I have a ton of health on Ensign. In the sun. Yeah, Flare Blitz is 96 to 113. So I go Tuttle here. I Flare Blitz. Because Ampharos handles Pelly in the end game. Nice. Oh, they lived. Burn? They're very defensive. Holy crap. Gleam. Miles goes down. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. Oh, they should never live that. I go Amphi here. How many turns of Trick Room are left? Oh, that's bad. 1, right? Yeah. But they have to, they can't KO the Tuttle. So, I mean, I go Weather Ball. They might not have Protect. Sometimes they don't have Protect on Pelipper. Dang it. Yeah. Do I live a Dazzling Gleam? If they're that defensive, right? 77 to 91. Yeah. Well, I mean, like, if they live that, they have to be bold, right? In which case I can live. Yeah, I think I have to double the Floette here. Do I live with Ampharos? No. So I needed to protect. Wow. They lived that? I'm very offensive. Oh, they missed the Hurricane. That's huge. Oh, I could have protected there. I could have just protected. That stinks. It stinks. It stinks. If I just protected there, I win. If I just protected there, I win. Okay. I mean, I go for Weather Ball. Does Helping Hand Weather Ball pick up? Yes. And do they ever get me with Hurricane? Yeah. I need to do this. I need them to go after for Ridge, trying to stop the Trick Room. Okay. Does Weather Ball pick up? Come on, Torkoal, you got me. This is Charcoal boosted, Sun boosted, Helping Hand boosted. Yes! Yes! Oh! Oh, boy. Woo-wee! That's going to be a lot of points. Oh. Torkoal, my goat. Oh, Torkoal, you're so good. Torkoal, my king. Woo! Oh. Oh my gosh. If they were stashed, that Weather Ball is guaranteed. It does 51.8 to 61.3%. That's if they're 2 HP, right? If they're 2 special defense, it is still guaranteed. 51.1 to 60%. All right, good game, my opponent. I'm going to take a quick break, and I'll come back for the next game. Okay. Perish Trap, I guess? I don't really actually know what to expect from this. This is confusing. We have, yeah. It's got to be Perish Gengar with, like, Coil Milo. Coil Hypno Milo is my guess. Not having any... Yeah, this is tough. I don't want to lead Incin because of the Milotic. I'm tempted to kind of just straight up lead Ampharos, actually. With you, and you, I think. Two L's in a row does not feel good. We were doing so well. Yeah, Glim Milo, Glim Milo, Glim Milo. This is huge. This is huge, actually. They're going to have Earth Power. So I should just protect. Because they're going to be worried about the electric move. Okay. Interesting. Just rip right into it, huh? What does that do? More than I would like. Of course. And a Mortal Spin. Okay. So I'm less concerned about Milo at this point. Of course, they immediately get the Act Drop. That's really frustrating, but it's okay. I'm actually going to double Glim because Poison is annoying. Okay, they don't protect either. No! No! Fridge! Fridge! What are you doing? Okay. And of course they hit both Muddy Waters. It's okay. It's okay, it's okay, it's okay, it's okay, it's okay. It is okay. That's so frustrating. Do they have Cryo? No. I'm gonna sack my own Forage. It's fine, 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 it's fine. Bitch, man, what are you doing? Oh, that's so upsetting. We have Araquanid in the back. They don't get toxic spikes up. Oh my god, okay. My luck is not very good these last few battles, but that's okay. That's okay, that's okay, that's okay. We can still win, we can still win. I just wouldn't have a poisoned Ampharos if Forage had hit the Twin Beam. Is Milo not running Protect? That's my question. And Dragonite, okay. How many more turns of Trick Room are there? 1. So I'm fine to Dragon Pulse. And Weather Ball the Dragonite. Could potentially break Multiscale. Okay, so if they don't Protect here, we're actually in really good shape. And by the fact that they're not going for... Okay, huge. Huge, 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 huge. Massive. Okay, we break the Multiscale. This is a really powerful Dragon Pulse. Okay, huge, 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 huge. Oh, okay. Cool. And of course, they hit every Muddy Water. So why wouldn't they? What a shock there. Okay, buddy. Yes. I am fine to Thunderbolt here. And hard swap into Araquanid because I need to keep potential Sun alive. Okay, and they hit again, I guess, because I deserve it. You're kidding me! You're kidding! You're joking! Amphi, please. Okay, thank you. Paralyze? Para, please? Para? No. It's okay. It's okay, it's okay, it's okay. We don't have any drops. Who do you miss? Who do you miss? Who do you miss? Finally. Miss both? Miss both? No. Oh, thank God. We're taking a break. Break time. I'm gonna take... I wanted to end today. That is a streak of terrible, terrible luck. Wow. Okay. I feel like I played that well. I do feel like I got really, really unlucky. So I'm going to take like 10 minutes, and then all right, now I'm immediately back. What is this? Aerodactyl Victory Bell. Corviknight. Hydreigon, Rotom Heat, Tauros. Torkoal's really good with no opposing weather. And Ampharos is as well. I think it's these four. Because if they lead Hydreigon, that's kind of an issue. And And I have psychic moves for, yeah. So it's these 4, I think. The Hydreigon's the big thing. It's if they lead Hydreigon Aerodactyl, then I gotta fake out Hydreigon, right? And if they lower my attack on Incin with or Pico Admirer, that's pretty cool. Yeah. I just berries, yeah. I mean, we know what we do. Yeah, Scarf. That's a crit. Double crit. I mean, what am I supposed to do about that? You know what I mean? It's like, okay, well, they double crit into flinch. I guess. I don't know, dude. That's really... Yeah. LKO. I mean, what am I supposed to... They double crit me into a flint. Okay. Can you at least miss this rock slide? That's something. That is the beginning of something, I guess. They double connect into double crit. Into crit. There's just like no way to win now, right? Like it's just not possible. I guess I have to do this. I need to preserve my Hera, or my Mega. Yeah. I have Torkoal in the back. But I don't see a world where I can win this. Hydreigon, right? Yeah. I pick it up with Pulse if I don't Mega. But if I do Mega, if I don't, I never do. I think I do this. I double the Hydreigon slot and don't Mega. Because I can handle Victory Bell on the back with Torkoal, with Weather Ball. Yeah. Okay, I eat that pretty well. It's fine. Do I go down? Yes. Cool. The problem now is that if I take out Victory Bell, its Innards Out ability will affect it. But if it's Corviknight in the back, I can probably win. So I Dragon Pulse here. And Eruption. To deal damage to it. Who comes in? Fourth. Okay, this is good. Now I lose. I needed to protect. Unless I don't KO the... Double crit into flinch. What am I supposed to do about that? Okay. Sand with Scovillain. That's actually pretty annoying, right? I need to get rid of Scovillain kind of like as fast as possible. And then Aggron can kind of do the rest. That's my thought. Torkoal's really good too. I'm curious if it's something like... and Torkoal in the back. My thing is that Araquanid can't get burned. Yeah. No Instant. Yeah, let's try this. I kind of like this. Get rid of flinch chances by clicking Wide Guard. Unless they would have to very specifically click Iron Head into for Ridge. Good players are lucky players, you know what they say. So as long as I don't get flinched, we're kind of fine. Okay, Tyranitar Rotom. This is fine. They probably want to go for knockoff, not Rock Slide. So I'm just gonna Liquidation Trick Room, because they might want to cover for the. Because they probably want to cover for the Wide Guard that they might see coming. So this allows me to get really good damage out. Yeah, that's Thunderbolt, but that's fine. Shouldn't KO, not even close. Yeah. About what I thought. So Colbur will help us live that pretty handily. That's an offensive Tyranitar. This might pick up. I don't know, its stats are insane. Lived on one. Okay. Trick Room. Alright. I'm okay with this. There's no need to sack Araquanid, I don't think, but... is it really doing anything else for me later? With Torkoal on the field, no, not really. So I think I'll just Liquidation into Rotom for Chip and Dazzling Gleam. Yeah. Then I can go into are you Citrus? Yeah. Yeah, there's Thunderbolt. That's fine. How much does Body Press, like neutral Body Press, do to a Rotom? Like Citrus Rotom? 38 to 42. I think I'm okay with that. Yeah, I can just start ripping the damage into it. I don't need to get the Iron Defenses up. I still have turns of Trick Room left. Yeah, there's for Ridge, which is fine. And I really want to save Torkoal in the back. So that way I can maintain permanent weather control. Okay, well, that just KOs. So, oh, crit. Well, that's really good. Right? Yeah, that's like super good. Nice. Okay. I mean, I don't... For Ridge's leftovers, how much am I doing to a Farigiraf? Defensive Trick Room Setter. Say... Not that much. Oh, they still have Exca too, yeah. How many more turns of Trick Room are there? 2? I think I'm happy to Iron Defense. And Dazzling Gleam. They might undo my Trick Room, but that's fine as long as I get the Iron Defense off. I don't really think they want to... Yeah. Click EQ here. Yeah, they undo the Trick Room, but I don't think I really had a better play there. So if I can take out a Mon here, we're in pretty good shape. So I actually think I want to go after Farig. Because I want to maintain permanent weather control. Oh, and they miss. I mean, it's kind of fine, right? Do they even take me out? Yeah, but that's good. That's why I went for this play. So that way they lose the... Sand. Yeah. That crit did not matter. +2 helping hand. Oh, if I put it in the right stat. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I think KO's from full. I'm pretty happy here to body press T-Tar and protect. Cool. Doesn't really do all that much. Yeah. Sounds about right. You miss? Okay, just don't flinch, please. Thank you. Alright, that should be... Unless they rock slide me into oblivion. Because they are... So I'm just going to body press Exca and Weather Ball. Yeah. I live that, right? Yeah. It's not that... Torkoal just has an insane base defense. It should be Sash. Yeah. That's what I figured. Bunk. Cool. Alright, GG's to my opponent. They played that well. That worked. So Sand, I'm going to write that into my notes. Right, so... Still not 1600. Okay, thanks. Plus Aggron. Good to know. Good to know. All right, see you for the next one. Okay. Charizard. Oh, interesting. Armarouge. Mimikyu. Okay. Dragonite. Is this Charizard X? It's got to be Charizard X. Okay. So I think I go Ensign Farig. The problem with leading... Like, I want to lead the wall, but if they lead literally anything else, I'm kind of cooked. They don't have screens, which is good. Do I go these four, maybe? No, I want to take away the weather. I need to be able to get weather control. I can't just let them sit in the rain the whole time. So there's a world where I like hard switch into Torkoal turn 1. Okay, Archelon on Pelipper. This is the world where I hard swap into Torkoal turn 1. And just click Trick Room. Nice. That's massive, because now I can Weather Ball that slot very safely. Yeah, that's fine. I'll just Helping Hand Weather Ball the Archelon. Do I need the Helping Hand, I guess? Yeah, to guarantee it, I do. I'll Twin Beam this slot to cover for Wide Guard. But yeah, they don't switch. That's why. Sash Arch. Not even sturdy. It's Sash Arch. What are y'all cooking? Water Pulse Pelipper. Well, I mean, if I can get rid of the side slot, right? How much does Earth Power do to Amarouche? $96 to $113. If I can maintain permanent weather control. Does it just live on 1? Yep, just literally lived on 1. That's not the worst thing in the world though, right? Die Shock? Oh, that's the wrong move. I have a very high defense stat. Okay, they've shown no Wide Guard. So now I can Weather Ball Pelly. And Dazzling Gleam. Armarouge literally lived on 1. It got the Godsend roll. That is a Sash Pelly. And that's a crit. Okay, that's why. Okay. Oh, it's a 4v1 now. That's what you get for living that roll, Armarouge. It is an 81.25% chance to Oko. Well, that's no bulk, I guess. Let's say it's max HP. Oh, then it never... Well, it's not max HP, because it shouldn't have done that much. Charizard. Okay. How many more turns of Trick Room are there? 1? They should stall it out. So what I want to do now is go into Incin. And I guess just click Twin Beam for damage. And then I'll fake out Trick Room next turn, if I live. If not, it's like fine. I have Ampharos in the back, and it shouldn't go down to anything Charizard wants to do. Reply. Yep. But they should just protect this turn to stall the last turn of Trick Room. Nope. Okay. I'm fine with this. You do you, dog. You do you. You can live your best life. Love it. Live your best life, big man. I love that for you. That is a choice you made when you put this team into the GC. Alright, well, Helping Hand, Darkest Lariats. Gotta pick that bad boy up. Alright, I have Throat Chop, right? Yeah. How much? Pick out 18 to 21. Woo! Throat Chop doing it without the Helping Hand. But for the aura. GG's, buddy. GG's. That's not going to get me over 1600, unfortunately, but that's okay. See what we can do next time. All right. See you soon. We're back. We've done 20 so far. Blastoise, Meganium, Typhlosion, Pelipper, interesting Whimsicott, and Talonflame. The problem, I mean, I have the berry, I guess, so that's pretty good. Like Wide Guard's not bad. Nothing really wants to take Torkoal. Like, Torkoal plus... Unless it's like Rain Dance Pelipper or something. Like, this combo seems really good. Kind of what I'm... Yeah. Kind of what I'm interested in. I can also, in theory, like, remove the weather if they lead Pelipper, which is not bad. I'm very interested, because they have, like, Rain and Sun options, I guess. I mean, it's like Wide Guard plus Trick Room is always really good. I think that's my best bet. It's like, based on what they have, like, they have a bunch of really powerful spread attacks. Oh, I need to add my camera back. This is what happens when I do random bits of recording. Okay, let's see. 1566. Okay. A little lower than me, but still not bad. Yeah, that's about what I figured. Do I need to Wide Guard? Because they're going to, like, Dark Pulse, right? Because I kind of want to, like... How much? I've only got... Water Spout's doing about half. I'll do this. Because they can't Fake Tears me. And they're probably going to go for Dark Pulse. Yeah. Fine. Okay. Just don't hit yourself, please. Oh, they're clicking Trick Room. Hit yourself in confusion. Hit yourself in confusion. Or a giraffe. Hit yourself in confusion. Dang it. Okay. This still isn't terrible, though. I need to set up Trick Room later. So I'm actually just going to go into Torkoal. Yeah, Water Pulse again. A lot. Jeez Louise. Can I get a defense drop, please? Trick Room, Whimsicott. Okay. I get no defense drops with this, dude. What is happening? We're gonna go back into Forage. I don't think I've gotten a single defense drop all GC. Do I live? Yeah, actually I take that pretty well. Okay. Okay, so I've basically negged out what Blastoise can do for damage. I could have wide guarded, but that's fine. I live. Yeah, and they go for the Water Pulse. Okay. If they only have D-Gleam, right? They've got to have, like, what? Tailwind, Trick Room. Do they even have Moonblast? Nice. That's fine. You can't freeze me because the sun is up. Can I please get a paralysis on Whimsicott? Please? I've gotten nothing all GC, dude. And of course not, I don't. I haven't gotten a single para. Nothing. Nothing. I've recorded every match. You can see not one single para, not one defense drop. I think I can just wide guard Discharge again. Because if they only have Dazzling Gleam on Whimsicott, then they can't hit me. Typhlosion, that's fine. Okay, they do have wide guard. So I could have gone for Thunderbolt. So I'm going to Liquidation, Typhlosion, and Protect. I should have gone for Thunderbolt there. That's on me. And hope that they Wide Guard again. Okay. I should live this. Yep. Nice. Okay. Do they have Encore? That's my question. I want to go Leech Life here. And swap into Torkoal. And I need them to miss the Hurricane. Trick Room Whimsicott. I got no defense drops, no paralyses. I'm just asking for a Hurricane miss. That's it. A 50% Hurricane miss. It's fine. I live. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. We can still win this. Because they can only attack one Pokemon at a time. We're gonna go Liquidation. And Weather Ball. I probably don't live that. That's fine. That crit did not matter. Can I get a defense drop, please? Just one? Nope. How much does a Hurricane do to me? I live. So I go Liquidation. And I Thunderbolt. Nice. Okay. GG's. Oh my god. Trick Room Whimsicott. Trick Room Whimsicott. Don't ask me how I won that. Good game to my opponent. Okay, Floette is actually kind of tough. We live the Light of Ruin. I need to bring the wall to this, but they also have Charizard, which is a little frustrating. So I need Araquanid. Like these four, maybe? I don't know what I'm feeling. Try this. They have Charizard, yes, but it's like I have Araquanid for it, which can OHKO. I think always OHKOs even in Sun if I have Helping Hand support. But I have to... It's like... Do they even bring it? I think they bring Floette, TBH. But I'll need to... If I see Charizard, I need to preserve Araquanid in order to target it down. I lose Araquanid too early, and they do have Charizard in the back. I'll need to stack some. If I can get a couple of good stacks going, then it's fine, but... Because then I can KO. How many does it take to KO a Charizard? Like a bulky Charizard? +4 will do it. I'm just gonna wide guard Trick Room. In case they go for flinches. Yes. This helping hand, because I could be slower than... That is the thing, right? Because I'm not I am min speed for Ridge, but Gambit is slower. I think this is Scarf Chomp, personally. Helping Hand gets it. It's Sash. Is it, or did it live on 1? No, it's just bulky Citrus, and it lived on literally 1. That really sucks. Can you miss? Lived on literally 1. Please miss. No. Live? Okay, cool. Literally lived on 1. If it's not bulky, it's a guaranteed. This is fine, though. We have Torkoal on the back to handle everything. Nice. Huge. I could've just taken both. If they brought Charizard, I lose, I think. I need them to have brought Floette. Okay. They should just double protect here. Ah, I knew it, 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 I knew it. I almost clicked Weather Ball. Miss, 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 miss. No. Crit. Did a lot. Please don't flinch. My God, I'm gonna. Miss, 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 miss everyone. Miss both, miss both. I should survive this kowtow. Torkoal, please do not. And they crit. Dude. Yeah, there's the sash. Please, Torkoal, do not flinch. Please, Torkoal. What the f am I supposed to do? Like, actually, what am I supposed to do? Please be Floette. God. It's okay, it's okay, it's okay. If I would have gotten it all done. He flinched me so many times. I need them to have Heat Wave as their only fire type move. Okay. That's a start. So, +4. Defense. Not without helping hand. They flinched me so many times. Okay, day 3. Let's see what we can do. The goal is simple. Get above 1600 and be done with the GC. Oh my gosh, I'm tired of getting flinched. So many flinches. Okay. What do we have? Game has taken its time. Hello? Is that OBS? There we go. Okay, so Harris Trap. Pretty standard stuff here. Mega Glim. Okay. Altaria probably has Cloud 9. So, I mean, Ensign for Ridge is good. So I can pivot out. I don't know about... It could be Araquanid, but they have ways to... Like, if it's Cloud 9 Altaria... Maybe it is Ampharos. And Araquanid. I think, because the Altaria makes me think that they're going to be able to cancel out my Sun. Garchomp Glim. Okay. This is kind of fine. I'm not really under any fear here from getting KO'd. Yeah, I think I want to do this. Like, Garchomp's -1. Dang. Okay. Yeah, that's fine. I could have gone after Chomp. Soft Sand, maybe? I mean, that did a lot. I think I should have known that they were more incentivized to protect Glim. I think I'm still good to Parting Shot the Glim slot and just Dazzling Gleam, because I can go into Araquanid. Go, yeah. And then I can click Liquidation. Is that bulky Garchomp? I don't know. Stealth Rock is fine. Are they gonna EQ themselves? Maybe. No. Rock Slide. And they crit me. Okay. Well, that's really cool. I love that for us. I'm gonna double the Chomp slot. Liquidation. And Twin Beam. Because if I knock down the if I knock out the Garchomp with Liquidation, yeah. Nice. That's cool. Now I can attack the other slot. I'm still in a decent enough position to get a second Tailwind up if I need it, so I'm okay with that. Gengar, yeah. Like, I can kind of just ignore the Glim. So I want to do the same thing. I'm going to double the Gengar slot. Because it's -1. And I'm basically in a pretty good position with Farigarath. Nice. Okay, and it's not Sash, so that works. Yeah, that won't KO. That again is fine. Because now you're locked in the field at -1. Power Gem, yeah. Who cares? I'm gonna swap into Ampharos now. Altaria, nice. I'm curious if I just hard swap back into Incin. There should be like, what, one turn of Trick Room left? Yeah. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna hard swap into Incineroar. And Twin Beam into Glim. I'll live the... Yeah, that's fine. Protect again. Does Altaria protect? No. What do they go for? Hyper Voice? Dragon Dance. Fine. Because I'll fake out the Altaria and Trick Room again. And now they're neutral. They're Fairy Dragon, which is a little more challenging. Yeah, Power Gem, that should take me out, that's fine. They've protected the Glim every other turn. They're gonna protect it again this turn, right? So, I kind of just want to protect Ampharos and Dazzling Gleam. Calling the Glim to protect. Yeah. Okay, that does a good amount. Who do you attack? EQ. Okay, it's neutral though. Okay, that's pretty good. There's no stab on it. Do I take out like a bulky Glim with Mega-Ampharos? $32, 63 to yeah. Nice. No ideal, some extra chip with the D-Gleam. 1%. Dang it. Roost, that's fine, right? Because they were at 50. How many more turns of Trick Room do I have? They might not have Protect. So I can Thunderbolt. And Dazzling Gleam. If they have Roost, they have to have a Fairy type move, so I don't think they have Protect. Yeah. Alright, GG's. Because it's like what? EQ, Fairy move, Fairy or Dragon move, Roost, Dragon Dance. So. Good game to my opponent. What does that get me? 80? Okay, we probably need to win 2 more. We can win 2 more. We'll take that. Please. Please tell me which more. Oh, I see that in a second. Okay, we're facing Ben, who's using Rain with Raichu, which is interesting. Okay. So generally, no Arch either, which is pretty cool. But generally into this. They have 1, 2... Yeah, I don't really want to do Ampharos. So it's normally these 4. And you're probably thinking Jon-Luke Incineroar. Yeah, because if they lead, like... Basically, I need to be able to handle, like, a really offensive lead. Yeah. And click Fake Out. Because I can Fake Out the Raichu or something. Game Admirer Ben, nice. Dragonite Raichu. There's no weakness policy. It's a physical Dragonite, that's very interesting. But that's fine. I can just Fake Out Raichu and Trick Room. Physical, it's inner focus. I guess it's not necessarily physical Dragonite, but it's just inner focus. Which that means that I can... Yeah, okay. I'm like pretty okay with this because now you're -2. And like, who cares, you know? How much does Dirt Chop do to a... I mean, a Raichu cannot be that. Oh, Flare Blitz does. Oh, but Throat Chop does 80 to 95. Okay, yeah, so I don't need to risk the rain coming in. I can just click Throat Chop, Dazzling Gleam. Cool. That's fine. Yeah. Nice. Cool. Who comes in? Dragonite? Okay. I think I'm pretty interested in clicking Parting Shot into Dragonite. And Twin Beam into Pelipper. Just reducing Dragonite's damage. I'm gonna go into Torkoal now. What's the item on Peli? Citrus? No. Looks like it's Sash. Weather Ball, yeah. We'll do an okay amount. And now you're -1 on D-Knight. Hurricane. Connects in the sun. I mean, you click it, I guess. No Confusion is good. What can they have in the back? Probably Baskia Legion, right? I'm happy to swap back out into Ensign. And Twin Beam Peli again. Nice. Okay, so I maintain permanent weather control, which is really big. It doesn't really do that much. And now you're permanently stuck at -3. Now who comes in? Ask. Are you Scarf or Sash? If you were Citrus, you weren't Citrus on Peli, so I would assume that you're Scarf Bask. So I think I'm happy to Throat Chop here. And Dazzling Gleam. Yeah. Okay, this is effectively GG's. So let's play it out. We're gonna Parting Shot the D-Knight to make a -4. And we're gonna go for Trick Room again. Weather Ball, you're -3. I don't think this will pick up. Yeah. And now we go into Aggron. Actually, we don't want to Mega because we're twice as heavy. Yeah, base Aggron is heavier. Because we're heavy metal, we're not sturdy. And then we're neutral to the fire attacks. This is -4. How much does this do? Nothing. Cool. Yeah, now they don't even have that. Nice. GG's. Cool. Sorry, Ben. They get us over. Okay. Do I do it? We'll see. All right, everybody. That is my GC run. So what are my final thoughts? This team was fun. Silly. But dang, I think my biggest complaint right now is that a lot of people's answer to stopping hard Trick Room is to click Rock Slide twice and hope they flinch. And that's just like not a fun way for me to play the game. You know what I mean? It's like basically having to call that they go for Rock Slide, leading Araquanid, you know, leading Ensign, doing all that kind of stuff. It's just like, it seems like the game is a little too determined by turn 1. And I just don't really like playing the game like that, I don't think. I don't like you can reposition and you can do stuff, but if you don't get Trick Room up, it's like the battle becomes incredibly uphill. And I don't know, I don't think that's very fun. So overall, would I use this team again? Maybe. I would need to revisit some members, kind of rethink some stuff, and maybe go back to the drawing board a little bit. Overall, I'm glad I did. Mega-Ampharos was fun. Like, I love clicking body press. Like, I'm really happy with this. And I really want to thank Mental Syndrome again for helping me build this team and kind of both taking it into the GC. It seems like most of the people that ran Hard Trick Room did about the same. We all kind of did like, okay, like not bad, not great, but okay. And so, yeah, I think Hard Trick Room right now is really luck dependent. And yeah, I think there's so much Rock Slide that they just click it. And if they flinch your Trick Room setter turn 1, they're in a really good position. If they don't, they're not. So you know what I mean? So it's just like a little frustrating. It's a little frustrating. So I don't think I'll be playing Hard Trick Room much anymore, but that's okay. But thank you all so much for watching. If you would like to try the team out for yourself, here is the rental as well. I'll have included the stats and everything in another picture somewhere, I'm sure, but I really appreciate y'all. I hope you had fun watching me get super tilted as they continue to flinch me with Rock Slide. But most importantly, I hope you know that you are appreciated. All right. Peace.